have access to feel more confident in your everyday life. Would you want to know what it is?
Yes.
Clothing. Clothing plays an essential role in our everyday lives. I'm sure I'm not the only one who feels more confident in a cute outfit or when I'm dressed up. I feel personally better about myself. However, after doing research, there is science to back this up. I've always had a passion for fashion since I've been young. I have worked in retail for over 8 years, and I have took many business classes that correspond with fashion, such as marketing, business management, and entrepreneurship. I have worked alongside a retail manager and a merchandising manager for many years. Today, I'm going to introduce to you how clothing plays a vital role in our daily lives. Clothing can affect 3 stages in our daily lives, such as interpersonal relationships, social situations, and a professional environment. So let's begin this response with the first phase of how clothing affects interpersonal relationships. To keep it simple, the clothing you wear expresses yourself and your feelings. According to Eyewear website, in one study, 96 of participants said their emotional state changes depending on the style of clothing they wear. Therefore, your mood changes based on the clothes you wear. Based on the Daily Universe website, Haley Espen released an article saying there definitely can be a connection between how people dress and how they feel. Therefore, certain clothes can make you self-conscious and make you worry what others think of you. For an example, I feel fashion helps my appearance and makes me feel good about myself. According to Calm Clinic by Mahan Abraham, some find themselves in an abusive relationship which where people wish to control their physical appearance. For an example, if a friend is constantly criticizing you what you wear or demanding you look a certain way, this can be an example of how clothing affects your relationships and how this can hurt your self-esteem. Now that we know that the clothing we wear expresses how we want others to see you and how you express yourself and your feelings, now let's see how clothing can affect you in a social situation. The clothing you wear can affect you socially. According to Leon website, your clothing style can show your culture, your interests, your age, values, and sexual identification. Clothing can send a negative message. An example, Leon website gives an example of a tight dress with a low cut leg line might appear attracting, but it might convey the wrong message for a serious public speaking event. And your clothing can also make you socially awkward. The clothing you are wearing could affect your personality. Clothing can change the way you think. According to Brain Father website, science says the clothes we wear can affect our behaviors, attitudes, personalities, mood, confidence, and even the way we interact with others. According to How Fashion Our Mental Well-Being from Antoine Detech says, the clothing we wear daily reflects the way we want others to perceive us and how we see ourselves. This shows us that clothing can affect how people view you. For an example, you can make out what kind of person someone is based on the kind of clothing they're wearing. Now that we know that clothing can affect our interpersonal relationships, our social situations, let's see how clothing can affect you in a professional environment. Clothing can affect your performance. The quote by Austin Killon, writer, a former writer, said, "You have to dress for the job you want, not the job you have." Many studies show that clothing you wear can affect your mental and physical well-being and performance. An example from the Muse website says the Scientific American Highlight studies provide more formal outfits lead to higher abstract thinking. For an example, a doctor wearing a lab coat can make a doctor focus better, and someone wearing red can make them more confident and make someone lift a higher weight. Therefore, what you wear can affect your performance. Clothing dress codes can affect your performance. From Hive website, it says according to studies, 61 of participants say they're more productive when they dress in a dress code that's more relaxed, and 80% of people say when they're in a dress code, they don't find them useful. Therefore, when people can wear the clothes they want and they feel confident wearing them, they are more productive overall. Dress for success. Dress for the job, be happy in your job, but also dress confidently. This can make you like your job and make you more productive in your well-being in your job. In conclusion, we have seen clothing plays a big part in our lives that we did not even know about. We have covered how clothing affects us. Clothing can affect our relationships, how we are socially, how we communicate, and lastly, our performance. Thank you for listening, and thank you for your time, and don't forget to dress for success.